Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And the Bulls start out with the ball. Rose with the ball. He's picked up by James. Count it.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Pass to Melo. 5 to shoot. Over Muhammad. And Melo gets it to go in.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
James with the bucket.
Gets it inside and goes to work. That's how it's done.
Here is Rose. He's got 5. Here's Boozer. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
So ready to get physical. Boozer takes it to the inside of the defense.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Hey, I've said it before. It's worth repeating. You cannot underestimate the importance of free throws.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
James dishes to Durant. Back to James. Goes up from the top of the key.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Rose. And the rejection by James.
Hey, if you lack rim protection, you will be taken advantage of. That's great defense.
Durant finds James. And they double up James. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Here's Wallace, and good. That thing was that time as it falls.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Nice shot by James.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
The Bulls have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And the first one drops. Wade, he's checked in for Miami. Muhammad hits them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
It's Durant on the wing. Wide open. It's all in by the Bulls. This team has been cruising through these playoffs. Just 1 loss so far.
Yeah, they've ripped through the postseason thus far, arguably playing their best basketball of the season. That's what you want this time of year.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway, take the shot that's available.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Now here's Muhammad, and the layup is good.
The defense focused on Boozer's scoring ability, and he found an outlet with a great look there.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
All right.
Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Carlos Boozer, third.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
Muhammad, no luck. The Heat trail by 9. Here's Melo. Again, the miss by the Heat. Stolen by Durant. Here's the 3. It's good from long range. Durant's got 5 now.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And Boozer gets it to go.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And it's Wade with the ball for the Miami Heat. Outside Durant. Over Boozer, and Boozer with the block.
And some aggressive defense from Boozer, just attacking that shot.
Floats one up. It's good on the putback.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
A three-pointer is right on target. 10 points for him.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. The Bulls leading by 5. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Wade. Lets it go from 11. Rebound by Carlos Boozer. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Howard, good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And you know, with some players, it's more than just the numbers. He provides things for this team that don't always show up in the stat sheet.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Now here's Wade. And he lays it straight in.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Boozer gets the bucket.
And there's a lot of strength behind Boozer's game, so the inside contact won't deter him.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Trailing here by 8. Here's Smith. Again, the Heat good for 2.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
No good from Beasley. Here's Wallace. And so it's Chicago with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Chicago.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Love checked in for Haslem, and James subbed in for Chambers. Durant for 3.
and they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Wow, did he time up that block? Strong defense at the rim.
That's beautiful. With the guy all over him, the fadeaway was about the only option he had, and he cashed in on it.
James misses. Ball is with the ball. Picked up by Love. The offensive rebound. Boozer passes to Howard. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Howard's got the lead up to 10 now for Chicago. Here's James. Here's Durant, and he gets it to go. Durant's got 12.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feed.
Chicago calls timeout. Chicago making some changes. Taj Gibson's checked in for Wallace. Russell comes in for Muhammad. That's Bryant in for Boozer. Now here's Bryant. Over Durant. The shot by Bryant, no good. Here's James. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Really good focus keeping his attention on the basket and not the defender.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for James. And so Bryant will bring it up for Chicago. They've led by as much as 10. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, no good by Chicago. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Here's James, rejected by Howard.
Stopping that offense cold at the rim. An immediate shutdown. Positioning and anticipation right on cue.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
The Heat trail by 6. James in the post, working on Rose, and that one's good. Durant.
That's his 3rd triple of the game. It's the first one in the 2nd quarter.
For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the 2nd quarter. The shot by Bryant, no good.
You're not going to get a better look from mid-range. He's definitely disappointed with himself there.
And here is James. 8 points for him. A wide open look for Love. And they're unable to get the time basket there. And the slam dunk by Russell.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it.
Well, I tell you what, you just got to sit back and admire the creativity there.
Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Howard. Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Carlos Boozer, number 1. The Heat trail by 5. The drive by James. Lays it up off the glass. James has got 6 here in this quarter. Bulls have gone 4 of 10 in the 2nd quarter from the field. Here's Bryant. And it's Rose missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. With maybe a step out of his range.
Now here's Bryant. Over Durant. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bulls lead by 5.
And that's how you finish off a possession.
And Durant gets double teamed. Outside Bosh. James wide open. That 3 off the mark.
Hey, it was a good look. One he normally capitalizes on.
Here he goes. And that one drops for him. James has got 12 in the game.
Oh, the D has to show a little more resistance down there.
That'll be a 5-second call.
They've been doing a lot of things right in this game, but something they have to improve on is their ball security.
Some changes for Chicago. Jeff Adrian's checked in for Tolliver. And it's Rose in for Rose. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for the Heat. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Kudos for the effort, but he got there a little too late.
And stolen by James. Oh, and the dunk by Melo.
Look at him plucking that one out of the sky.
Chicago has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And the rejection by James. Chicago grabs the miss. Outside Rose. Fires from deep. Good, and it's Bryant picking up the assist.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
James against Rose. James left side to the paint. Haslem dishes to James. Pocket two. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. James has got the game tied up here for the Heat.
Big day for their backcourt. Their guards have set the tone, and the rest of the team is fouled.
And the foul on Rose. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads-up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And Miami making a change here. Wade's checked in. Here's Russell, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Russell's got 6 in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
The Heat have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice efficient 50%. Wade, good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And the rejection by James.
Well, it's clear he's frustrated. Just needs to slow things down a touch and let the offense come to him.
Rose with the ball. Wade picks him up. From 18 feet away, the rebound by James. James has got his 4th rebound in this one. Melo sets the pick for James. And Haslem has it in the corner. Durant, wide open, he fires. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. It's the Heat up by 2, and we'll return shortly. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Now here's James. And James throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Wallace misses. The Heat leading by 4. Haslem a screen on Muhammad. Clark, he just rocked the rim!
Insanity on display right there. Wow!
Woo.
And I just love watching him break the defense down, especially off pick and roll.
Pass to Haslem. Here's Zizic. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And here's James outside. Again, James missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's James. The Heat need to get a shot off. Durant, no good. Chicago trails by 6. Here's Boozer. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got his 3rd assist on the night. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. James, the pass to Melo. Oh, and the dunk by Melo.
A signature slam from the big fella. We've seen a few of those before.
Chicago calls timeout. Chicago making a switch here. Rose is checked in. For Chicago, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming unblocked with the break. Melo pass to Bosh. Now Love. Shot clock at 5. Fades. And Boozer with the block. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Chicago trails by 6. And the rejection by Love.
And he sent a message with that swat. Do not come in my house.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Wallace misses. James with it. Now defended by Muhammad. And it's Love missing. The Bulls shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. And that one, good. 8 points for Wallace.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Now here's James. He's got 20. Puts the move on for 3. Love. And Melo gets it to go in.
I think that's a key for his offense. I mean, they want to continue to space that defense out as much as possible.
Chicago trails by 9. Here's Muhammad, and it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to James. And here's Love from the arc. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 5 assists in the game. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Bulls. Here's Boozer. Count that bucket. Boozer's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Stolen by Rose. Here's Muhammad. Hits it from 3-point range.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Russell, he's checked in for the Bulls. Rose comes in for Rose. And Miami also making a switch. Chambers is checked in for James. Boozer against Durant. Here's Bosh. He's good with the little jumper in close. Bosh has got his first 2 points of the night.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Out to Russell. Back to Rose. Pass to Wallace. Just 5 on the clock. Over Love. And the rejection by Love. Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Rose. Durant, the pass to Bosh. And the dunk by Bosh.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Back to Love. Can't hit from in close.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating for him. He'll usually convert that.
Russell, no luck.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's Durant. He's got 17. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Fades and shoots. Not enough on that one as it misses. Chicago trails by 9. Knocks it loose. Won't score the basket. His 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
They just aren't attacking from the perimeter like they did in that first half, and I think that's part of the problem right now.
Durant for 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Howard's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
And And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Bosch, a screen on Boozer. Here's Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Pass to Melo. Over Rose. That misses off the backboard. Here's Boozer. He takes it in. And so it's Miami, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We've got more in store for you right after this. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Chicago trails by 7 for the 3, and no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Now, here's Wade. In the corner, Smith with it. Muhammad with the steal. Howard with it. Beasley covering. It's deflected. Smith against Howard. Zizic kicks to Wade. It's over Muhammad. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Miami.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
Boy, I'd like the defensive persistence, hounding the opposition and forcing mistakes. As a result, coming up with steals, too.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Howard. Gibson comes in for Wallace. And it's Bryant in for Carlos Boozer. Now, here is Smith from outside the arc. Drains the three-pointer. Smith's got the lead up to 13 now for the Heat.
An absolute sharpshooter. J.R. Smith always rises with confidence.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
Jeff Adrian's checked in for the Bulls. And he makes all 3. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Outside Artest. Zizic kicks to Wade. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Smith. Lets it go from the wing. It's rebounded by Bryant.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone. Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Here's Wade. Over Rose. No good from Wade. Muhammad the pass to Tolliver. And here's Rose. A floater. Here's Adrian. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Just a good job following the play, not giving up on it and being ready to make a play of his own.
Now Wade. It's Beasley on the wing. Stolen by Rose. Bryant in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Howard's checked in for Tolliver. Wallace comes in for Jeff Adrian. And it's Boozer in for Bryant. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Bulls coach is going over with his team. Well, coach is frustrated with his guys and let them know that the turnovers have to stop. He begged them to take better care of the ball. We'll see if they heeded the message. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Not his night shooting the ball, and it's really had an impact on this game.
Bounce pass from Durant. Here's James. Misses the fallback J. Chicago trails by 7. Here's Boozer. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists in the game. The Heat have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. James.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Boozer, and he uses the glass on the layup. Boozer's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Outside, James. Here's Durant. 6 on the shot clock. And get the 3.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Durant with the steal. Takes the 3, and there's the 3.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
James outside. Here's Beasley.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And it's sent back by Wallace.
Boy, that was a demoralizing rejection right there. This is what happens when you challenge him at the basket.
The Bulls call timeout.
All right, fans, let's hear it for your Chicago dancers.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Heat also with a sub. Smith has checked in. Love against Bryant. And the rejection by Love. That's tipped.
Access denied. You have to go up a little more aggressively when he's near.
Well, you know exactly why they let him have that shot.
Oh, good on the layup. Chicago trails by 8. Misses the 3.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time, son.
From outside, that one is off.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
Beasley fires, can't drop the tough three-pointer. And stolen by Love. Now James. Now Smith. No good.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
James. And down goes the 3.
Another basket for him, and anytime he touches it, you just think it's going in.
And they'll get another chance. And so it's Miami winning this one. A big playoff win for them, but what isn't a great big in the postseason, huh?
Great point. I really just love the composure with which they played tonight. It's easy to get too keyed up for postseason basketball, but they kept their heads and just went about the business of winning.
It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time. it.